All right, let's see here. So who are we working at? Citrine and Zelkov is what we were doing. I'm feeling my throat starting to get pretty dry again. Like, I guess that's because I've been streaming for 10 hours. Be wrapping it up here shortly, and then I can give my throat some rest. Oh, man. Will we unlock this support conversation when we have a meal here? Hi.
Right.
Brodio, we put strong spices in our tea. I miss that intense flavor, but this'll do for now. I'm sure I've been picking up lots of sandy spices from various maps and stuff. Count a relative among the emblems. What a curious turn of fate to reunite with him here. I would only imagine that it could be Leaf, right?
Forgive me.
Thought I grow used to being by your side, but my heart still flutters whenever we speak. Alright, I'm just gonna, you know, give you some time to cool down then. As I go over here. Okay, I've seen that before for sure.
Glad you're
Hi.
here.
So, let's see here. So, Citrine, Zelkov. And then, yeah, we can do that deep dish crepe pizza again. Or putting fish in it again. As we do.
Get ready.
Why not?
To make something tasty.
Help make
La, 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 la.
each battle easier, because there's only so many.
This.
I have more rare things and more materials than there are maps
Pretty
left, I'm
sure I
fairly
just
certain.
made something amazing. Oh.
Well, no support conversation this time. Yours have such high quality. Glad you like it. Well, there's a new support conversation on these yawn greens divine. Interesting that they don't actually have voice dialogue there. Oh, wow! All units gain that, and a female also gained that. Wow! More sexist food, but that's a really big buff. Holy crap. Well. My goodness gracious. Yeah, I'm gonna keep on giving you the lunch for other people to potentially trade from. Like, you have a whole bunch of stuff in your inventory for people to trade, just in case. And the one that I have the conversation with is right here anyway. It's a great deal. There's a great deal to do here. I am pleased to say I have not once felt bored. Now you want to have a conversation with me, huh?
What's that you're doing, Zelkov?
Hello, Divine One. I am melting wax with which I will produce candles.
Oh, wow. Is candle making a hobby of yours?
You could call it that. I prefer to think of it as a pursuit through which to kill time.
Kill time?
Some say you kill time until time kills you. That is my philosophy.
I had no idea you were such a profound thinker, Zelkov.
Not at all. I may speak in a way that suggests a deeper meaning, but rarely is that actually the case. It is simply another way of killing time. Idle amusement, nothing more.
Wow.
What is it? Your eyes are possessed of a most curious twinkle.
I guess I just find your outlook fascinating. It's a whole new perspective to me. Somehow, it feels like you know a lot of things that I don't.
You are interesting. Perhaps next time we chat, I will show you an interesting place.
Now I'm curious.
I will keep the nature of it a surprise for the time being.
All right. I look forward to it.
A curious place on the Somniel? Have an eye. And then we get this close up with... Okay. 'Cause yeah, I forgot that I chatted to him there. Wow. Let's see here. Yeah, go do the wake up event. I'll go to the ring chamber. I will inherit HP luck onto Anne. I'm not gonna forget there. Truly is an interesting character. Yes, I must say that I agree with that claim. I must definitely agree with that. Alright, we rest. I go to sleep and then someone wakes me up super rudely. Sounds like someone's coming in. No, don't! I'm asleep!
So sorry.
Better
to bother
not.
You, Divine One.
Keep on unlocking more,
Come in.
more wake-up events and stuff. I
enjoy
don't know if I'm
keeping
gonna
tabs,
end up 100%ing this game, but, you know, I am on good
but I didn't
track
have many
for it.
chances
You
in a
know,
family manner.
is kind of the case.
That's why I've been looking
Definitely on a
forward
very
to
strong
today.
track for it, at least. Wow. Well, hi!
Rise and shine.
I feel so awake now!
I'll handle your morning arrangements.
What are my morning arrangements?
I've always admired the work of servants.
Well,
In
neat.
this moment, I am at your service.
Neat. Well, thanks. I don't know why it always, like, fades to white and then fades back in briefly and then, like... I don't get it. Let's see here. And then I need to hit up the ring chamber. There might be some other skills that I can inherit at this point as well. that might be good to get. Maybe. I can have a look-see through my spreadsheet, maybe. Inherit skills, so on the little munchkin who could here. Yeah, so I can't quite afford that yet, but I am saving up for it bit by bit with SP conversion. I can at least get up to here to get 2 more luck, a 2% greater chance of, you know, getting gold each time. Yeah, I'm starting to get it like a decent bit of the time here. So, yeah, now I just need 1700. So, with SP conversion, bit by bit, we'll be working towards that for that last +2. Cool. The other one that I wanted was just... What was it again? Hold on, let me check my spreadsheet. Let me check that here. The other thingamabob that I wanted was just Dual Assist Plus from Lucina. But, you know, I might as well keep on saving up for HP luck right now. Keep SB conversion on. There's no higher level of dual support. Can I, Yeah, Weapon Sync is a really expensive one there. It's the other one that I would want. So, I could unlock quality time and such. I'd rather have, like, more grindy things on right now. The thing that I had on before was Tiki's Geosphere, I believe. I can afford Geosphere Plus. It's only 500, and that's a really good skill, especially on, like, a supporting character like Seadoll. There we go. So let's upgrade Geosphere to Geosphere Plus. Yeah, so I have that. So yeah, beginning of every turn, anyone that's around him is going to be getting Defense Res +5. That's pretty big there, so that'll help me out a decent bit. Oh yeah, I can't forget. How much is Wrath? It's 2K. Wow. I'm buying it. There we go. Sweet. Sweet, man. Let's see here. Inventory. Did I never even got mentorship. And I'm starting to feel like, with how little experience I'm gaining, it might not make that big of a difference right now anyway, so maybe I wouldn't spend on that anyway. Might just be better to save up, get SP conversion. There, now he's even more of a crazy crit build, considering he gets +1 crit for every HP he's missing up to 30. So, you know, it'll definitely benefit him to be at lower health now. Okay, let's see here. Any other skills that I want to inherit right now? Can I do higher levels of staff mastery? Oh, I need to just level up more with Micaiah, is what I gotta do. Okay, so yeah, I should start bringing Micaiah into battle some more. Am I at... No, I don't have enough SP yet. Is unfortunately the case, but yeah, good to be getting that there. It goes all the way up to +10, so you know, that's a big damage increase. That's pretty big. Can I get higher levels of holdout here now? 1000. Yeah, I need more SP on you, Alfred. I wish I could see on this screen somewhere how much SP I had. I'm 620, so you probably wouldn't be able to get higher levels of holdout right now either. Also, Yomi Sakuraba raid with a party of 4. I most certainly was not expecting the Spanish Inquisition. I appreciate the raid there. Welcome on in, everyone, from Yomi Sakuraba's stream. I'm just out here trying to figure out what exactly it is that I'm doing with my builds and how is, like, an efficient way to get there here in Fire Emblem Engage. But I appreciate the raid there. You are a nerd. I guess you are in that stream there. Hello, Kron Farah. Have you been making some good progress in Engage? On your crazy run there. I still haven't even beaten the game for the first time yet because I'm balancing a whole bunch of stuff there. But hey, welcome on in and stuff. We are all nerds. Are we all nerds? I appreciate the follow there, Yobi Sakuraba. But yeah, what were we just streaming? Was it some Fire Emblem as well? Was it something else? What thingamabobs would I want here? I know I want Alacrity. And yeah, the next level of that takes 1000. It's still a little bit away from that. Now I have Draconic Hex. It would be nice to get Canter. Still gonna be a little while before I can get that, though. Can I get a higher level of Strength Dex at this point? I wonder, because I have a decent bit of... Oh, Edelgard's here. What a weird position there. Yeah, there it gets really expensive. I can get it to +2 at least, like that. I appreciate the follow there as well, Elise, if I'm saying that correctly. But yeah. Was interesting for sure, and first run was going on in the stream there. Engage 2, yes, no time crystal memes, palms or sway moments. Wait, so no time crystal but still resetting? Or, like, just straight up Iron Man, no resetting, no time crystal there? Because that sounds like pain. Either way, it sounds kind of like pain. Because this game does feel balanced around the time crystal, especially considering how wacky the RNG is in this. I don't know if I'm the only one getting super wacky RNG, but I am consistently getting hit with the wackiest stuff. I need a little bit more there. You can reset maps. You're practicing an Iron Man after that run. Gotcha. So really learning it and stuff then. Well, are you gonna, wait, another question. Want to use DLC? One of the, I'm working towards a lot of really spicy builds here. One of my favorite ones that I'm working towards is Invincibility Saline Soren, considering, this will be really fun once I get this online, where when you attack with tomes, inflicts that, yada yada, and you recover damage dealt, combine that with holdout at the max level, and then bam, Invincible Saline for the turns that you're engaged. So there's strong stuff like that if you're willing to use DLC, and stuff that I'm gradually working towards here. Yeah, I think that's all the stuff that I need to inherit there. I am going to go to the arena and, you know, use a bunch of my bond fragments on Veronica so that I can, you know, work towards SP conversion stuff. But yeah, DLC is really strong, which is funny and sad. Like, I guess it would make sense that it'd be stronger than main game, a lot of the stuff that it gives. It's really crazy how fast the DLC is coming out. I'm not gonna have this game beaten by the time that, you know, the last DLC is out. Definitely not here. Keep on giving you some experience on the side so that you can eventually be my mage knight. Because you should be a pretty cool mage knight and stuff.
Mysterious wanderer, Yunaka!
Well, who's gonna wreck who? What an eventful battle that was. I'm surprised all those 84s landed. Like, what game am I playing right now? It's because it certainly isn't Fire Emblem Engage if all those 84s are gonna land. That's not how it works. You know, that's not the rule. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it, but I'm not gonna be able to play it on launch. I still have so much left to this game, you know, to get through here. Yes, that's what happens when you balance, like, a great many games on the channel at the same time, you know. I guess that's what happens there. Oh, wait, I realize now what the 3 and 4 mean there. Ellis Heart is what it, okay, I see now. Whoops, no, that's the wrong unit. I'm losing my mind here. Yeah, keep on getting a... I see it now. Oops. Whoopsie doopsie.
Get ready.
That's the sword that Diamant has equipped. Did you steal it from him?
Strong enough. I always do my best.
What the heck is going on here? Alright, and then... Yeah, it's time to... I have 31k bond fragments. So, yeah, it's time to... Because I can do 1,500 to get them up to 10. So it is going to be kind of expensive here. But, you know, at least it's not 500 per level for the levels from there, so...
Have a good match.
I'm not going to be using my bond fragments here otherwise, so let's get a whole bunch of people up to 10 with Veronica, so that we're only 3 levels away from a... Oh. This is why I created here, huh? So we're only 3 levels away from getting SP conversion for grinding and stuff. Well. But yeah. And you're doing Chapter 5 Maddening, your first time doing Maddening. Well, enjoying it thus far. I should not have had the shielding art equipped. I should not have done that. Because, yeah, that took a while.
Even though you are covered in wounds, you continue to fight. Why? Who is compelling you?
No one is compelling me. I fight because I want to protect the world that I love.
And Fire Emblem is fun. Completely terrified. It only gets, like, way crazier later down the line. Alright. A whole bunch of things that I'm never gonna use. Just gets me that much closer to SP conversion or whatever the heck. You already have it. You already have Veronica at high level there. So yeah. But yeah, no Iron Manner, so you're good on that aspect.
I'm Cedo.
Yeah,
Dancer of Soul.
Myself personally, I always play Fire Emblem games on the hardest difficulty around here. I play most games on this channel on the hardest difficulty. It's not completely exclusive to Fire Emblem, but Fire Emblem especially. I only ever play it on the hardest difficulty here. And I don't do it for the challenge. I do it because I love making crazy builds and you know, putting a lot of time into my units, and I feel like that effort is wasted if it's not to tackle the hardest difficulty, you know. So going through the challenge is kind of a consequence of that, you know.
It's strange, but when you dance, I follow you with my gaze without thinking. Why is that?
The rapt attention of another is the highest compliment. It is truly rewarding.
Which is why I figure I may as well invest these bond fragments that I'm not using otherwise to get closer to that SP grinding skill on Veronica. So I'm just gonna have to pass Veronica around my team to get like 3 bond levels from here, pretty much. Is what I'm going to end up having to do. Alright, but yeah, I can invest the bond fragments. But yeah, games have a good design, hard difficulty, or fun. Yeah, like I've been largely enjoying the maddening mode of this. You know,
I'll play with
you know, so playing on the hardest difficulty has kind of become a consequence of that, but nowadays I also just can't imagine playing Fireball on lower difficulties, you know. I just really want that hard challenge, and I've really liked the challenge of maddening in this.
Despite appearances, I was once a royal guard. I'd be curious to hear what your castle was like.
And now you're a crit monster.
I don't mind telling you, but in return, I'd like to hear more about you as well.
Yeah, let's get everyone closer to that SP grinding skill. That's what we'll do. So yeah, everyone will just pass Veronica around, get a few levels, inherit SP conversion or whatever the heck, and it'll help the grind along a whole lot more. Alright. Yeah, this has got to be a good investment of my bond fragments, right?
Thanks for stopping by.
Are they going to be able to damage each other
Princess of Emblem.
at all? Oh, yeah, Veronica can actually do some pretty big damage. Ouch. Good thing it doesn't matter whether you win or lose. Be nice if you could skip these. Would be nice there.
I wish emblems could change their clothes. I'd buy you so many outfits.
I have no interest in fashion, though I am curious what you have in mind.
Like, I'm definitely sure that the difficulty of it can go higher. I very much like this because I'm able to get through it without needing to grind in skirmishes. I still haven't used a single skirmish yet in this playthrough, and I'm gonna try to get through the whole thing keeping it that way. While still using DLC and stuff, but, you know. I like to try and get through it without using a single skirmish, and I like that it feels, you know, very much more than possible doing it. And, you know, even if some maps are really hard, I can oftentimes imagine how I might be able to get through it without using DLC. Sometimes there are some that, it's like, oh yeah, I definitely need DLC there. Like, I think it was the chapter where you're facing Vale and she's using Marth, and I was just like, how the heck do I survive this so I don't have another health bar or I don't grind?
About trying on a soul make outfit, Veronica? I think you'd look great in one.
Do you? Perhaps I might consider it.
I know it's very possible to do without DLC, but maybe not with like my party setup and levels is some of the situations I've run into. Whenever I play games like this, I also like to use as many exclusive characters as I can, which means I'm using every single one of the lords, and my party doesn't really have a whole lot of wiggle room past that. I'm using Anna for grinding of gold. And she's actually turned out to be really good, surprisingly enough. Been able to use that magic stat very well there. Is our only good for resetting the dog farm? Well, at least there's one use there. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get through without using any skirmishes and stuff. Some maps have definitely been pretty crazy, but you know, nothing that stumped me so much that I can't get past it yet, considering I've, you know, gotten to this point. Loss. Big sad. Veronica's just wrecking everybody.
Today's gonna be another good day. I can feel it. Doesn't it just fill you with joy?
Sure does.
Joy. I've never really felt it. But I do now, I think. Just a little.
A bit of joy. So we're getting closer to being able to grind SP a whole lot better. Alright, yeah, Alfred's definitely gonna use that magic dexterity. For sure, no doubt about that. Alright, Saline, you're already at 10 there. Fogato! Here, hang out with Veronica. A little bit. Do a little bit of a hardcore hangout here.
Psalm's very own prince.
I am Veronica.
Fogato might have a chance here. Yeah, he might well. Yeah, there we go.
That was fun.
Sweet.
Thanks.
He did it! He did the thing!
You throw so many parties. Why?
Because they're amazing.
Are they not for when something eventful has happened?
People are happier when they're together. I want them to be happy. That's all it is.
That's a good reason, man. Very good reason there. Bam! All these bond effects. So everyone's gonna have staff proficiency here. Will be the case that they're probably never gonna use. Alright. Yeah, I think this is a good use of bond fragments. You know, I'll still have quite a lot to spare by then. You know.
I'm Veronica.
But yeah, if I wanted to get up to 13, I'm fairly certain it'd be another 1,500 per character. Considering it's like 500 per level at that point. I'm fairly certain. Well. Ouch. Yeah, people definitely struggle facing Veronica. Imagine if you needed to beat them to actually successfully rank up.
I grew up entrenched in courtly intrigue. It's left me with great difficulty putting trust in others.
Trust is difficult for me as well, but the only alternative is loneliness.
Yeah, you gotta trust some people. Can't just trust nobody. Trust nobody. The drums of war are beating. Akostega. I don't know the entire thing off the top of my head. What happened to Dorcas? A poisonous mutton. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and do this. There we go. I think Saline might be a good candidate for either Hector or Crom. I just give her sword and make her invincible with holdout. Is what I do. The best candidate for Crom is a flyer with a not half bad magic stat. So either a Griffin Knight or a Wyvern Rider. I personally would lean towards Wyvern Rider just to play into the higher strength and then still not half bad magic to fall back on after you engage and then get Robin out.
You were quite skilled despite.
If you want to see the damage calculation, I can show you how it goes.
There's nothing praiseworthy about me. I'm just doing everything I can to protect you.
Like, let's see here. If I go to... Was it on my emblems page on my sheet? Yeah, it was here that I was calculating this out. But I might need to switch my monitor over to properly show it here so that I can see where my cameras are blocking stuff. Let's see here. Yeah, Alacris just can't take a compliment. Display capture. This is my spreadsheet that I've been working on for, you know, calculating stuff for Fire Emblem Engage. This is how ham I go for anyone that doesn't already know when it comes to calculating optimal builds and stuff. And when it comes to Crom, he is someone that by default, like, supports a physical unit a little bit better because he gives additional strength but not magic here. So if you're giving it to a purely magic unit, then, you know, the strength goes wasted. He's not half bad on Saline, considering she can use both strength and magic. So he's a primarily strength when you're not engaged, but then can switch to magic when you engage because of other half, where it's like you get magic engaged weapons, plus you get plus 10 magic when engaged, which means that, you know, anybody who isn't all that magical becomes a little bit magical and can use it not half bad. But ideally, someone that already has pretty good magic is going to be the one to want to use this. In terms of bonuses for the two skills here, for the engage skill and the engage attack, other half makes it so that when he chain attacks, when Robin chain attacks, if you're a dragon, chain attacks 2 times, backup guaranteed to hit with a chain attack, and covert grants movement +1 when engaged. It's like, okay, that's pretty all right there. The Giga 11 sword, and that's the thing that I want to focus on in terms of damage. If you're a dragon, then you deal extra damage equals half of your strength. If you're flying, you deal extra damage equal to your build stat, and if you're mystical, then you deal extra damage equal to half of magic. And also, hello, Krishimen. Redeeming absolutely nothing there. I see only the best point redemption. So I'll just turn my camera off here to show the full thing there. So in terms of calculating damage with max stats, so this is talking about like max stats in classes. So these are growth rates, these are max stats. That's what this is calculating this based off of. If we're Saline with max stats, including her maximum stat modifiers, then that's going to be 36 plus, you know, the fact that we're getting magic damage here. Because the Giga 11 sword will do like strength plus this, essentially. Like, it's a strength-based attack that will... Where is it? Here. Engage attack. Used to attack with magic sword, magic attack that uses physical attack power. So her strength would be 36 plus half of 49 for 24. She'd be doing 60 damage at the most there. Ivy, for comparison, because she's a flying unit, so she would have the build stat there, and the max build stat on her unique class is 15. So she would get 31 strength plus 15 for 46. So it's like, okay, that's pretty alright, but it's not that crazy. Griffin Knight would have 40 strength plus 14 build for 54 damage. Wyvern Knight is how we hit the ceiling here for 46 plus 18 build for 64 damage. You have a spreadsheet for Awakening? Yes, but a very simple one. It's not as ham as this one, but I do have a spreadsheet for Awakening, yes. Not quite this pretty with all the pictures and stuff. It's not quite as prettied up. It's a lot more simplistic by comparison. This is probably the most ham I've gone on a Fire Emblem spreadsheet in a long time. So, like, my two classes that I'd lean most towards are either Griffin Knight or Wyvern Knight, because then you get the additional damage there. So yeah, 14 build is the max with Griffin Knight, 18 is the most with Wyvern Knight there. But Wyvern Knight also just has, like, a lot higher strength, which means that when not engaged, you're going to be doing even more damage like that. Griffin Knight is more so on support and such, since, you know, you get to use staff and stuff. I mean, you do get one of these to S, so I guess, you know, as opposed to, still, it's a little bit of balance of attacking plus support, as opposed to just, like, fully attacking and stuff. And may as well have, like, the higher strength. That'll become 49 with the +3 from Chrom. And while Griffin Knight does have a higher magic stat, which means that you are gonna be attacking, like, for more damage with Robin, it's just engage weapons and such. So +10, that's gonna bring that to 47, which is pretty darn nice there. It's still not half bad to get, like, +3 to strength that you're more actively using. I mean, you can use it pre-actively in Griffin Knight as well. But, you know, the 31 magic here is still not half bad, especially considering a lot of units, a lot of classes in this game that don't have any magic at all will typically have like 20-some magic. Like Paladin 21, Great Knight 19, General 16, Bow Knight. Like, look at all this crappy magic here. There's Royal Knight at 39 since it actually uses it. Halberdier's a little bit higher than a lot of others. Hero 20, Swordmaster 25. You know, pretty pathetic stuff. I don't know why Wyvern Knight has as high of a maximum magic stat as it does, but it does. So, you know, I mean, either one of these. The question is, like, do you want more consistent strength damage, like higher strength damage that you're going into, or like more magic damage that you're getting with, you know, just your engage weapons in general for all your turns of engage? Or do you want, like, the highest damage that you can get with your engage attack? Because if you want the highest damage that you can get with your engage attack with Chrom, it's Wyvern Knight, interestingly enough. You wouldn't think it, but for whatever reason, it's Wyvern Knight, because it has a lot of build and then high strength. I guess this would actually, to be fair, this wouldn't actually be 64. This would be 67, because this does not factor in the +3 of, you know, the stat boost there if you're maxed out with Chrom. So this would actually be 67. I guess this would actually be 57. So, you know, just add +3 to these is like the real damage, I guess. But, you know, still the same idea there. And then, like, Covert is a potential not half bad option there, because, like, you get another movement while engaged. So I was like, I'll just put this down here for funsies anyway. It's just straight up the maximum strength, so 43 and 45 respectively there, if you want to put them on a Covert unit that gets an additional movement while engaged. Yeah, that's why there's so many combination of emblems that could work on multiple classes. And yeah, that's something I think that's really cool about Engage, is like the creative customizability. And that's why I've gone as ham on this spreadsheet as I have. You know, like, this is probably the most fleshed out Fire Emblem spreadsheet I've made thus far. Might want to take a look. I can always send it to you later if you want to have a look-see there. But my Awakening one was, like, very, very basic. It was literally just for planning out, like, pairings for my playthrough. Was the case. So when we were covering Fire Emblem Awakening on this channel, I just used that to figure out pairings. Whereas this, I was like, let's make this as an entire community resource thing here that once it's done, you know, anyone can use to get, like, all the info and stuff like that. Because while you can find this info online, you typically will find, like, one page that's, you know, this stuff, another page that's the increases from forging and stuff like that. Or same with emblem weapons, where you'll find one page where it's just like, here's the base stuff, one page where it's like, here's the increases that you can get from making them better. I just like having everything super convenient in a way that you can plan things out, you know? So I still have a decent bit of work yet to go on my spreadsheet and such, but it's getting there bit by bit. I have, like, some holes to fill in here with icons. There's no stats here because they're special things. I don't think, yeah, I haven't quite gotten to the bottom here yet, but, you know, I'm working on it bit by bit. So slowly but surely I'm making progress on things here. Yeah, it's a whole lot of stuff. So this is my emblems page. And luckily, it's almost exactly 1,000 long. I don't have to add more rows. It was amazing how this worked out with each emblem taking up like 50 there. It's amazing. I love how well this worked out. And it's been like really satisfying throwing this together, honestly. Has been the case. And I'm really, really looking forward to, you know, properly trying out in-game once, you know, I get a lot of these builds online to really try them out and stuff, you know? So that'll be fun there. I'm gonna have to add the, I can take all this stuff out here. Oh, I can move this down because I need to make space for 2 more classes with DLC coming up here. So let's see here. If I move this down a smidge, there's like the Mage Cannoneer and the Enchanter or whatever the heck I'm gonna want there. Stuff, so yeah. Here's all the skills for all the level 5 skills. These is only the promoted classes because the spreadsheet assumes that nobody cares about the unpromoted classes. Like, doesn't really matter all that much there. So yeah. If you want the optimal class to put Crom onto, in my opinion, go with Griffin Knight or Wyvern Knight. And you're gonna be gold. I couldn't tell if I want to say gold or good, and I said a weird combination of the two. Whoops. But yeah, in my personal opinion, those are the 2 best classes for that emblem, is the case. I think if you take the time to touch up the aesthetics, make everything more pretty and readable, it'll be perfect. I mean, that's already way more pretty and readable than my Fates or Awakening spreadsheet by a long shot, is the case. Like, once you know generally what info is where, it's not that difficult. I'd probably need to make, like, tabs of, like, how does the spreadsheet work, what information is what, because right now a lot of the numbers are kind of in my head there. I mean, things like those numbers that I was showing for classes and stuff like that, where I'm showing the magic, for example, you couldn't tell that it's magic unless I said it was, but if you scroll to the top, you'll see that a column is set as magic, you know, for example. So, you know, it's the kind of thing that takes practice using. Is there a bonus for flying for Crom? Yes, you get additional Gig 11 sword damage equal to your build stat. So, if I was in a flying class, for example, and I used my ultimate, like, attack there, Gig 11 sword, I would get plus 10 damage because my build is 10 if I was in a flying class. That's a flying bonus for Crom. Is the case. So I just did all Chris there, so Diamant next here. So yeah, and turns out if you're dealing with max stats that, or even just generally high stats, that's gonna be like pretty darn high for Griffin Knight and Wyvern Knight. And really strong. Yeah. Which, you know, Wyvern Knight has a maximum build of 18, which is amazing. You know, so you get a whole bunch of extra damage then. It's quite nice.
I once fought a king who could command flame. I've hated fire ever since.
I'm with you there. I tried to use fire magic once, and it went awfully wrong.
So I should reclass him into a mage, is what I'm interpreting here, right? That's totally the next step. The next step, not the next stat. I've got stats on the mind now. My goodness gracious. Let's see here. So Marin, and then yeah, I'll probably chill out. So yeah, I used about half of my bond fragments on this, but honestly, bond fragments well spent. I could use all my bond fragments then and get SP conversion on everyone, but like,
Veronica, I welcome you.
It's kind of tempting, just because what else am I gonna use my bond fragments on?
Thank you.
You know, I already have like pretty high bond on my units with the characters that they want skills from.
Absolutely cannot get enough
So,
of rare critters. What kinds
should I
of
just
animals
do
were
it?
there in your land?
It would really help the
Animals?
grind.
I'm not sure, but I have seen people with rabbit ears on their heads.
Yeah, let's put Diamant into Sage. I'm sure he'd love that. It's definitely an optimal class for him. Should I do it? Because I had 30k. I got down to 15k by doing that. And what am I going to use my bond fragments on otherwise? Probably not really much anything. So like, yeah, it's 1500 because it's 500 per level here. And then everyone gets SP conversion, and I grind SP super fast and it makes me strong so much faster. I'm doing it! Time to go broke in terms of bond fragments. Because hey, I'm using them then. And then these bond fragments serve a good purpose. Oh, I should have taken this off. That's what I should have done. Well, I actually got some lucky hits there. But yeah, it'll be a bit faster this time because there isn't the conversations. Alright, yep. Let's get SP conversion on everyone then. And this will definitely help the grind along by a long shot. You already have it. You don't need it. You do not need it there. No, not Celica! Gosh dang it. Well, this is getting expensive. Be interesting to see how you'll do other teams of maximizing the units in your next run. No, that's this run.
I am Veronica.
Like, I don't separate things into casual and serious maxing out run. It's just one run, is the thing. That's why I'm spending as much time here getting, like, SP conversion, for example. I have a game queue on this channel that's literally years long. I cannot afford to do multiple playthroughs of the same game. I'm already so behind on my game schedule as is. So I do one playthrough where I do about everything that I can. Is the case here. So that's exactly what's going on. So I already have like planned out builds and stuff.
Or you'll regret it.
Is the case that I'm working towards.
Veronica, Princess
So
of Emblem.
that's what's going on here. So, you know, my first playthrough is always like my ultimate file.
What factored into my loss?
Well, I mean, she does have really high res, and you're using the flame lance there. But yeah, planning out a whole bunch of builds. Once the final DLC comes out and I can add the information from that to my spreadsheet, I'll be able to finalize my plans once I know all of what I'm working with, you know. So of course, things like the additional classes like Mage Cannoneer and Enchanter or whatever it is there, I won't be able to do in this playthrough, considering, you know, I need to beat the DLC stuff first. But I mean, it'll still be on this file.
I welcome you.
It'll just not be done on this playthrough is all. So that'll be stuff that, you know, will be done later, but not on an additional playthrough. I definitely do not have the time to play this game again anytime in the near future, considering I already have over 100 hours into it on this file of really taking my time with it here. You know? Yeah, so it's April. Apparently it's April 5th. It might be time zone dependent. In some time zones it might be April 4th, but the trailer reported April 5th. Is the case, so it's coming up pretty soon here. I'm right before chapter 21 right now in terms of this file, so you know, I still have a little bit to go, and I'm definitely not gonna have this like done and at the ready in the time to play the DLC on the day it comes out. I'll be playing it a little bit later, is what I'm thinking here. That's probably what's going on there. 2 more weeks, but I have so many other games and university stuff to do too that I definitely won't be able to. Like, after this stream and a stream, this 11-hour now stream, I'm probably gonna be taking a little bit of a chill pill from this game to catch up on my other games for a little while. Because, yeah, I'm kind of the most variety streamer who ever variety streamered. You know, but I always finish every single playthrough I start. I never leave anything unfinished, yeah. I had time this weekend, so I was like, well, I'm behind on my games on this channel. Let's use this as an opportunity to catch up. So here's a long stream. So I've been going for a little while here. Yeah, too much stuff at once. So I felt when RE4 remake drop a god in between you and Engage. Yeah, when it came out, some people were asking me like, oh, are you gonna play that? It's like, maybe I'll do Resident Evil one day, but right now, nah, because things are crazy enough as is. I finished games because Engage got you hooked. That's understandable there. My current game queue around here, in terms of like super recent stuff, I can show on Discord. Looks like, this is the current things going on here right now, where it's like, there's Engages in progress. This is gonna be the next thing. We're gonna play Fire Emblem 7 as the next Fire Emblem game. And we already did the Lynn story there, and we're gonna play Hector Hard mode coming up here. I want to play that in the near future before Nintendo adds it to their Game Boy Advanced online service and expects me to shell out $100 Canadian to essentially rent that game. So I gotta beat it before that point. Octopath Traveler 2 is gonna take me some time. One more stream of this, then I'm done. I'm on the last DLC. I'm almost done with it. One more stream of this, then I'm done with AC Origins. Probably a few more streams of Persona 5 Royal. I just have the Royal content left. This is a multiplayer thing that just happens whenever we can organize it. I haven't done it for a few months. I still have like several parts of this YouTube series that I need to wrap up there. One more stream of Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe that I'll do eventually here. Last of Us Part 1 is coming out on PC next week, and I think I have decided that I am doing it. I think I can take the maybe out of it there. This is definitely a strong maybe here Tears of the Kingdom's gonna take up a decent bit of time. There's some more DLC. Oh, I'm hyped for Pikmin 4. If I have the time, I'd like to play Ghost Trick because I've heard good things about it, and it's coming to the Switch here. I like Mario plus Rabbids. This is gonna be our Halloween thing this year. There's gonna be the DLC for some other things there. This is apparently coming out sometime this year, so I'm gonna have to do this first. But that's a short game. I can do it in 1 or 2 streams anyway, so it's not that big a deal. So one more DLC left in this. These things that are coming out at some point that I'll play. And here's the whenever I stream, I cut things up into parts and then queue them up for like 1 a day. So this stream is gonna become a whole lot of parts, and I currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 videos going up every single day. Because of that, I'm a little bit crazy. And there's a lot of other things, like these are just upcoming releases, where it's like I'm playing those around those time because it's coming out at that time and I want to play it at that time. In terms of old releases, there's a lot of other things that are on my mental queue. Like I want to play Paper Mario 1000 Year Door this year. If I have time towards the end of this year, I'd like to start my Fire Emblem Fates Conquest Lunatic Classic run. That'd be fun there. I want to start the Metal Gear Solid series this year. Ideally, I would have started it last year, but I didn't get the time to do so, so hopefully this year. Let's see here. So now we're on Fogado, which I've never played before, so that'll be fun to try out. Yeah, I'm running out of bond fragments here. I have a couple more that I can do.
Let's take it easy.
There's a couple other series that I want to do some more titles in the near future, like the Mario and Luigi series. I'd also like to do. I meant to do another title in last year, but didn't get the chance because my GameCube was so crazy. So, but yeah, so many games are streaming. Yep, it's I'm about the most variety streamer who ever variety streamered, who's always finishing things off. At least I'm not the kind of person that's streaming something different all the time and then, you know, never finishes stuff that I start. I at least finish everything that I start here. Oh, crap. Yeah, I can't actually do it for everyone. Alchrist is... Who would it be more important for? Diamant or Alchrist, I wonder? No, wait, I can get both of them, and then, you know, just give Veronica to Ivy in the next battle, and then she can get it pretty soon. Yeah, how about I do that? And, you know, I'm sure Ivy wouldn't mind using Veronica for a little bit.
I am Veronica.
So maybe I'll end up doing that. So maybe I'll unequip my emblems at the end here, and then just equip Veronica onto Ivy. Just so that I know the next time I stream this game that, you know, that's what I want to do there. Get that bond up and stuff. Alright, let's see here. Alright, time to use all my bond fragments. Time to use them all. There we go.
I am Diamant, Crown Prince of Brodia.
I am Ferdinand von Ayer.
I am Veronica. I welcome you.
Oh, I feel so welcomed. So very welcomed. Wow, the damage.
Thank you for
yeah, it really is. She's really mean and scary and stuff. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Oh, I can just inherit skills from here. All right. Well, time to... Right here. Bam. And cycle of units. You already have it. Yes. Well, time to make the grind a whole lot easier. For my unit to be able to get spicier skills sooner. Is what it's time for. Whole bunch of SP conversion. Yeah, it definitely... This is the first time that I've inherited skills here. Yeah, you're gonna need to use Veronica there a little bit. Always done it in the ring chamber. Yeah, still gonna need some more there. Alright, so let's see here. I need to, yeah, I'll just take off, I'm just gonna take off everyone's emblems.
Celica.
Is what I'm gonna do.
Let's go.
Celica.
Celica! Of course. Celica!
Celica!
Celica.
Let's go.
And then I'll decide what rings I'm equipping at, like, the beginning of next stream. Ones that I can grind out and stuff. You know.
Celica.
Unless the map is so hard that I need to use optimal builds. Celica!
Of course.
Everyone loves Celica.
Lady Celica. Yes.
You said it a bit more respectfully with Lady Celica there. Whatever, I can leave that on there. And then as a reminder to myself for the next stream, Veronica.
You're sure?
There we go. All right, now, inventory. Skills. I'm tired of hearing this theme. I'll do it in a hot second. Let's go to the plaza. Let's hear Camping in Seoul, and then I'll, you know, change the skills. And it's 3:30 in the morning. I've been streaming for 11 hours, so I'm gonna wrap up the stream in a hot second. Let me put SP conversion on everyone. I'm gaining so little experience now. I've been running mentorship from Byleth for so dang long, so I'm gonna run SP conversion instead. I could always just run them both, but then I wouldn't have my other skill there. And I'm really not getting a whole lot of use out of Byleth's mentorship at this point. Is what it kind of seems like. Nope, wrong menu there. Alright, manage skills. Give me that SP conversion. I can just cycle units here. Very nice. Everyone gets SP conversion now. You love to see it. Oh, reposition on Hortensia does actually help me, though. Well, I'm just gonna need to remember that I don't have reposition anymore, and hopefully it doesn't screw me. You know, here's hoping. Look at this. It's beautiful. I'd say that's my entire inventory of bond fragments well spent. You know, this'll definitely help things along here. You don't have it yet, and yeah. Sweet! Alright. That'll definitely help things along. How you doing, Claude? Yeah. It's pretty neat from up here. Alright, time to save. Time to save here. I wonder how many hours I'm actually at when you count, like, the resets where I close the game. 105 or something, maybe, if I had to guess. Probably a decent smidge higher than that. Alright, well, it's getting late. I need to get some rest. And such. Well, we got pretty well set up this stream. We made some good progress getting through 4 paralogs. And getting quite a decent bit stronger. Appreciate everyone who stopped by and hung out for this stream of shenanigans. Have a good night there. And yeah, next time we'll probably finish off the main game paralogs. Most likely. And maybe we can finally get Crom properly next time. Finally beat that map. That has caused me some difficulty before. And yeah, we'll see what comes of it. Bit by bit, we're getting through things here. Amazing progress. So until next time, take care all, and see ya, goodbye!